The Yankees are not doing as well. And Declan, you mentioned it earlier. You have Garrett Cole, who is your horse, that is doing well. He has a 1.85 ERA, I believe. But after that, there's really not much else to help the offense, help the team in general. The next lowest ERA is Montgomery at 4.24. So a lot of the pitching is not held up. Yeah. Pitching has not held up. Your acquisitions haven't really done it for you. The offense isn't clicking the way you want it to. I believe DJ LeMahieu is batting 284, which isn't bad, obviously, but he's leading the team in batting average. So that just shows you where the team is currently compared to where you're used to it being, which is unprecedented in the last 2-3 decades when you think about the Yankees.
I'm not a guy who's going to say, let's go, revamp the whole team, but I'm also not going to say all is well and all is fine. Listen, we're not even a football season length of games into the season, so there's still obviously a ton of time. We'll see what happens with the Yanks. Do I want them to get an acquisition? Yes, Luis Castillo is the guy. It's such a generic name to throw out there because whether you're the Angels, Blue Jays, or just about any team in the American League, not the White Sox or the Indians, this is a guy you want. It would be nice to see the Yankees get him. They'd obviously have to move a ton of pieces, so we'll see if they're in the market for another pitcher. Hopefully Jameson Taillon can kind of get his stuff together and fix it. Montgomery, if he's got a little gopheritis, if he can get rid of that, that'll be good. Cole's been doing his thing, not worried about him. It looks like the Yankees are really feeling the loss of Tanaka, and that's unfortunate to see. And even still, this team has no lefties, and if Odor is our only and best lefty bat, this team is in trouble.
I definitely agree with the right-handed lineup. I do have a problem with this. I think that if George Steinbrenner was still around, can you imagine the missives we would be getting this week? It would be entertaining, but he wouldn't.
It would be very.
And this is not just 15 games. We've been coming back with the same group now for 3-4 years. You jettisoned Tanaka and Happ. You brought in Kluber and Taillon, and that's Italian, and that's not improving the pitching staff. It isn't.
Yeah.
You want to go old school. You want to go up the middle, catch a short, and center field. Yeah, there's a problem there, but I think the bats will be all right. It's the pitching that is very concerning, and the makeup of this team. You have Tampa coming in. They are loose as a goose, and they're having fun, and nobody's afraid to play us anymore. I'm not happy.
That's a really key point right there.
Yes.
The lack of fear.
Yes. I'm done with the catcher. I don't like this.
Eddie's not going to be happy to hear that.
He's a Gary Sanchez stan.
I used to be an apologist for him. I know he's been with the organization for since he's 16 years old. A week ago, he hits that ball off the wall. He probably wouldn't have made it to second, but can you at least bust it out of the box?
Give an effort, basically.
Yeah.
I know his effort is there.
What you mean is you want him to play hard.
Yeah, and at the beginning, I want that. Yes.
Get hurt, Declan.
Listen, Steph and I play hard. We don't really get hurt. So whatever.
This isn't the first time we've seen this with Gary. We've seen the pass ball. It doesn't look like technique all the time. I want the 1980s catcher. All I need is a 260 average, 15 homers, and play the position, whether it's Benito Santiago or any of the Molinas. But that's
go to the vault.
Get them.
Yes,
you went to the well for that one.
But you know what? Even Gary Sanchez, if we're saying he's an offensive catcher versus the defensive catcher, well, they're both hitting eighth. The defensive catcher hits eighth or ninth, and that's what Gary's at right now. And he's not doing you any favors with the bat. And he's the slowest player in the league, and he might be one of the laziest. Whether it's behind the plate going for pass balls or wild pitches or just hitting the ball and not running to first base. No matter where it is.
Just to jump across the city, Lindor is slumping too. And if
slow start.
If the Mets weren't winning and his pitching and the pitching wasn't as great, they'd be on it. But you know what? Lindor has a smile on his face. He has 3 strikeouts in 37 at bats. He'll be fine. I don't like Gleyber's body language. I really don't. He's getting up there. He's trying to hit a home run when there's a man on third, and Lindor might be pressing a little bit, but Gary Gleyber is definitely really trying to swing for the fences every